Bagi pengunjung kedua restoran Eddie's di Oklahoma City, negara bagian Oklahoma, ada satu hidangan di menu yang menjadi favorit.
We're selling a lot of chicken wings. The world wants wings.
Setelah setahun lebih buka tutup akibat pandemi, Eddie kini menghadapi rintangan baru.
If you were to go to Sam's Club right now and look at a bag of wings, you would actually just go, I'm out, because they're that expensive.
Harga sayap meningkat sekitar 3 kali lipat. Akibatnya harga paket hemat yang selama ini diberlakukan di restoran Eddie's terus dihentikan sementara.
We're losing anywhere $3,000 a week during our Wednesday, every Wednesday, and then finally we just had to make a call. The pressure becomes when you try to discount something and you just can't.
Lonjakan harga sayap terjadi secara nasional akibat berbagai faktor mulai kelangkaan supir dan tenaga pemrosesan daging, salah kalkulasi oleh peternak hingga tersendatnya pasokan akibat pandemi. Masalah serupa dihadapi restoran Warehouse Grill di Bennington, negara bagian Nebraska, yang bahkan berhenti menjual sayap karena tingginya harga.
We are seeing our chicken prices probably, they're more than double what they normally are.
Akibatnya harga hidangan ayam di restoran ini kini dinaikkan $2, hidangan sapi naik $3.
It's not even getting us close to where we need to be, but it'll be helpful.
Sementara di Tire Texan Barbecue di kota yang sama, harga hidangan di menu belum dinaikkan. Tapi bila harga daging terus meroket, pemilik restoran ini tak punya pilihan lain, kecuali menaikkan harga.
If the prices keep going up, we can't continue to eat the cost of it. I mean, we're out of ribs already today because we've sold out of them. So it's just kind of, people get upset.
Akselerasi perekonomian AS membawa efek samping kelangkaan pekerja, produk bahkan bahan makanan. Dan akibatnya laju inflasi meningkat. Bank Sentral Amerika atau Federal Reserve telah lama menyatakan bila laju inflasi di Amerika Serikat stabil pada 2%, maka itulah saatnya Bank Sentral mulai mempertimbangkan untuk menormalisasi suku bunga acuan yang telah ditekan ke angka mendekati 0 sejak awal pandemi. Analis dan juga para pelaku usaha maupun pelaku pasar kini bertanya-tanya apakah lonjakan harga berbagai kebutuhan termasuk daging dan ayam ini adalah perkembangan sesaat karena jalur pasokan tidak bisa mengimbangi lonjakan permintaan atau apakah merupakan tren yang lebih berkelanjutan. Sebagian analis menilai data indeks harga konsumen alias CPI yang baru diterbitkan Biro Statistik Ketenagakerjaan mengisyaratkan kenaikan harga saat ini hanya sesaat.
The CPI number that came out today, I think is consistent with what we saw last month in terms of the trends of, a higher inflation number of 5% year over year, 0.6% month over month, but driven by similar factors, which we think really signals it's a transitory higher inflation. That'll be temporary, really driven by supply chain disruptions that we've seen, particularly, for the semiconductors and auto market, and other factors that probably are going to start to dissipate over the course of the year as things normalize. We have to take a step back and really look at where we were a year ago and where we were just a few months ago. And I think we have to be really encouraged with the pace of the recovery, the vaccination program, the fact that the labor market is indeed healing.
Moody's memperkirakan pertumbuhan produk domestik bruto real AS tahun ini bakal mencapai 6,5%. Angka yang cukup tinggi mengingat belakangan pertumbuhan ekonomi AS berkisar 2%. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi, VOA.